Yes, there are healthy and delicious fast food alternatives, and you can find one of them right here in Westford at Rangoli Grill. Located in Cornerstone Square, Rangoli Grill has been serving up casual Indian dining since 2013. Gulshan and Rashmi Kumar are chefs and owners of Rangoli Grill and have set a goal of offering a variety of healthy, flavorful, fast meals to take to go or to enjoy in their warm and friendly restaurant. Rashmi, who is also a Westford Academy English teacher, took us to the back of the house to show us how they make one of their most popular dishes.
So I'm going to make our chicken tikka masala. This is our signature dish. It's certainly one of our best sellers in the restaurant. And what's interesting about the chicken tikka masala is that everybody has their own recipe and the origins have been debated quite a bit. Some people say that yes, it's an Indian dish, but it was first introduced in Scotland in a restaurant in Glasgow, and others say that it was the British who took it after India's independence, and they took it back to England and made it their own. And others say it was created in a London curry house. Still others feel that no, this is a truly Indian dish and it was actually a Mughal emperor who had created this dish. So there are many stories of its origin, and regardless, it is a mainstay in most of the restaurants around the world. It's certainly a very popular dish in the United Kingdom, and it's certainly our most popular dish. So just like the theories of its origin, there are, I'm just checking to make sure if the oil is heated up. Just like the origin story, there are many different ways of making the chicken tikka masala, and I'm just going to demonstrate to you how we get ours done. So what I have here is a little bit of oil that's heating up, and I'm just going to test it with a little bit of this is kasuri methi. It's dried fenugreek leaves, and I'm going to drop that in the oil, and it should sizzle right away and start browning a little bit, and then you know that the flavors are coming out correctly. So I'm going to start by doing this. I'm going to put in the fenugreek leaves in here, and that's the nice sizzling sound. And this means that it's ready. The leaves start browning a little bit. All right, now you can smell the fenugreek leaves, and I'm going to now add the tomato sauce that we have prepared to this pot. This is the tomato sauce that we have prepared. And this has a bunch of spices, and as you probably know, many of our Indian spices have so many medicinal benefits. There are all kinds of natural herbal treatments that are recommended today. They all come from this ancient Ayurvedic field of medicine, and they stem from here. So the fenugreek leaves, the bay leaves, cilantro, coriander powder, cumin powder. There's a lot of spices that have gone into this sauce, and we're getting it to a boil now. And I'm going to just give it a few seconds. As it starts to boil, I'm going to add some yogurt. So this is a huge part of what makes our dish different. And you can see this is starting to boil. So unlike the traditional and common way of making the chicken tikka masala, which is with heavy cream, our first and foremost goal is to make our food healthy. So for that reason, we use yogurt instead of cream. So we just add a little bit of yogurt at a time, drizzle it in, mix it up, Make sure it heats up well before we add some more to it so that it gets this creamy consistency. And if you're interested in learning a little bit about our spices, the Indian spices that are used in our cooking, you can go to our website, rangoligrill.com, and hit on the healthy eating tab. We have a bunch of information there for you, and it's really interesting that all these spices not only make our food taste good, but they're also so good for you. So as you can see, our tomato base, the sauce that we had, is now becoming creamy as we add the yogurt to it. And you know that the calorie count is still very good. And just like with any cooking, if you do it patiently and you do it with love and care, you know it will come out well. So the key is not to rush this, but to take your time and do it well. And rather than a spoon, I like using the whisk. That way you make sure that all the yogurt is well blended into this sauce. You can see how the texture and the color has changed. It's becoming creamier and creamier. And the trick is just in the yogurt and how you put it in. Make sure it cooks fully before you add some more to the sauce.
Earlier, Gulshan and Rashmi illustrate how the chicken that is used in this popular dish is prepared.
All right, here's our marinated chicken on the skewers going into the tandoor. The tandoor, by the way, is a clay oven, and it provides one of the healthiest ways you can cook. And it gives a nice smoky flavor to the dish, to the meat that comes out. And the way this works is it's a clay oven, so it's all clay inside with some clay coals at the bottom, which then radiate the heat all through. And this chicken will cook there for about 20-25 minutes at 375 degrees. And the chicken that you just saw was marinated in our own marinade. We make all our marinades from scratch here at Rangoli Grill. So this is our cooked chicken. This is the actual chicken tikka, the boneless marinated chicken that has been put in the tandoor, as you know, and it's coming out now, nicely cooked out of the tandoor. And this is the same chicken tikka that we also use for our appetizer, the chicken tikka kebab. Looks good, but let's verify and make sure that the temps are correct.
Yeah, it needs to be at 165.
And it needs to be at 165 degrees. Looks good. So here is the chicken tikka that you saw coming out of the tandoor. All right, and it's boneless chicken tikka because that's what a chicken tikka is. So we cut that up into these small pieces and we add it to the sauce. So the sauce looks ready, it's bubbling, it's ready to go. So we're going to add the chicken pieces to it. And heat this nicely through. And it's got the speckles of the kasuri methi that we had thrown in, and you can see some of the other spices there as well. As you may have noticed, we don't use any artificial food colors, so our chicken tandoori chicken does not look red like some others do. We don't use any artificial colors or flavors at all. This is all natural, and we've used. We make our own marinades with our own spices and so on. So this is truly home style cooking. and it's a very, very popular dish. So when people come in and if they're new to the restaurant and they don't know where to begin, we often suggest that they start with a chicken rice bowl or a chicken wrap or a chicken salad bowl, and then this is exactly what gets used in those meals.
Rangoli Grill is open Monday through Thursday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., Fridays and Saturdays 11 a.m. to 9 p.m., and they are closed Sundays except for catering and private functions. Rangoli Grill is located at 8 Cornerstone Square. Stay tuned to Westford Cat for more chef-inspired dishes on Back of the House. For Westford Cat, I'm Patty Stalker.